Hello, Devin. Welcome. I'm not gonna lie. I was dead fucking asleep until about 20 minutes ago, maybe. So, this is me kind of catching up. You know, I always have that moment of, do I stream? Is it worth it? You know, with only 10 minutes, or sorry, with only like an hour and a half, roughly. Eh, right? I might as well. It could be worse. You know, a little tired. Not really much going on today. Here you go. Turn this on. Today was a good day. No, I won't say that. It's always a good day. Prepping, some things, some other financial things and whatnot. I do have to finish. The only thing is I have to reboot again. I've been having issues with this one program I use to, like, download resources, and it keeps fucking not working. It's driving me up a goddamn cliff. It's so frustrating. Not really much I could do about that. So, oh well. I'll figure it out. I'll update. I'll see if it works. Maybe I just missed something. If not, then I'll probably buy another program, which will be fine. It's only 20 bucks. Alright, what are we doing? Looking ahead, because there's nothing else to do. We've done, like, every side thing at all. We have to strengthen our bond with Kaishukatsu. Let's see if we could do this. That's the only thing we haven't done. Let's see if we could give him something to strengthen our bond. I swear I'm not trying to intentionally delay completing this game. But man, this game is rolling along. How close do I am to... how close do you think you are to the end of the game? That's a question you have to ask Ash. I have no idea how close I am to the end of the game or not. The 4 books and 5 classics. I genuinely could not tell you how close I am to the end of the game. Alright, the Knot of Destiny is for anyone else. There you go. Let's see if that's good enough. There you go. Maybe we can do the mission now. Yo, intelligence points. Let's fucking go. Maybe that's the only way to gain points now, is you have to invest in people and give them free shit. That actually is probably really smart, huh? That might be the only way to do this. Here you go, the Pillar of Edo. Alright, now we can do his mission. I don't think most people have missions locked in this way.
Oh, thanks for your help, as ever. I'm sorry to ask, but can I trouble you with one more little request?
Sure.
Tatsugoro's in something of a bind, you see. There's a shogunate man causing trouble for him.
Alright, can't you just get this corrupt official fired?
Even I can't do that without solid evidence. What we need is solid proof of his wrongdoing. Why don't you start by getting the full story from Tatsugoro?
Maybe I'll just pay the 20 bucks. It's not that big of a deal. Alright, leave it to me.
Thanks. I promise you'll be duly compensated for this.
Mm-hmm.
You'll find him at the lumberyard in Fukugawa.
Go meet Tatsugoro. I don't know. I mean, I'd like to think... Well, what does PlayStation say? Not that it's very reliable. PlayStation says we're about 62%. So maybe we're like a couple story missions away from the 3rd act of the game. Now, then again, that is not the most reliable number. I've seen it go up very slowly over the main course of a game. And then I've seen it jump like 20% for doing like a mission or two in other games. So like some games like Metaphor, for example, don't even have that progression ladder. It's entirely up to the game developer whether or not they want to have it. So take it with a grain of salt. So for example, I only played 2 sessions of Shadows and I'm already 40% done with the story. I couldn't even tell you how that even worked out. We barely even did any story for Shadows, and we're already apparently almost at the halfway point. Expedition barely started. Oblivion barely done anything, just kind of run around cave. So it really depends. It's more of like a for fun statistic than a super strict statistic. Oh wow, we would have gone here anyway. Well, good thing I went here. So we'll see. Finally got around to playing the Sly 2 re-release. I should buy that. But I don't know, like, I kind of want to play the PS3 version. I already bought it years ago, so I don't know. I know there's rewind. I might as well just play it normally instead of rebuying it again.
Oh, look who it is.
Oh, great. I can say the same to you. Woohoo!
His lordship.
But that's good. Glad it's good.
You, did he? I take it you're up to speed. The new man from the shogunate is a real piece of work. He's conspired with the supplier to hike up the price of lumber. Now, all the carpenters in town are worried they won't be able to work. As a firefighter, I can't let this go unchecked. When the house burns down, my job isn't over till it's been rebuilt.
Damn. All right.
If only
Respect.
I could smack some sense into those boys. But we can't be seen doing that. No. This job requires subtlety. And besides, all my strapping young men are in Katsu's care now.
That is fair. We did kind of take all of his men away. So
if you would lend us your skills, we could get this done in no time.
we did do that to him, in fairness. I'm being worked to the bone.
Ha ha ha! Sorry, friend. I'd love to be able to sort it myself. Truly. Katsu's likely thinking the same thing.
I wonder if one of these dudes could give me strength points. That would be really worthwhile to do. Maybe we'll look into that after this. If it's not just intellect and the other one. Charisma, which we still kind of need intellect for. Charisma, we need like a handful of points.
But his lordship has his title to worry about now. He can't just do as he pleases anymore. Anyway, our government is supposedly conducting some furtive talks close by. Can you go right away?
Of course.
Thanks. I know you can handle yourself, but please be careful.
The Sanzaru trilogy? What is the Sanzaru trilogy? I didn't know I was younger, but I didn't buy me until I was an adult, just poor porting. What is Sanzaru? Well, let's take a field trip. And by let's, I mean I'll take it. Sanzaru. What the fuck is that? What? An American game developer? Oh! Okay. I was like, why have I never heard of them? They're actually acquired by Facebook now. Let's see. Their latest game was revealed as a remake of Spyro Year of the Dragon, which was included... What? Wait, they're the ones that remade Spyro Year of the Dragon? What the fuck? For real? Oh, they assisted on it. Okay, they assisted on it. I was like, they made it entirely? Let's see. Because Insomniac Games could not provide source code or original assets, they used an in-house emulation. Oh my god. Dude, I love when they do that, by the way. On a side note, completely unrelated to what we're doing right now, I love when they run the original game under the hood, and then they kind of emulate it and, like, touch it up while you play it. That's actually kind of interesting how they do that. It's kind of weird, though. Why is the source code for all this old shit never around? Like, do motherfuckers at, like, all these companies, and I'm not saying necessarily Insomniac, do they just, like, finish a game and then throw it in a box in some dude's attic, which will then conveniently flood or burn down in, like, 10 years? And then 30 years later, they're like, hey, could we, like, report this? Let's make some money. Like, don't you think you would go through all this time and effort to get the source code for a game, and then, like, you know, you put years of development, years of your life went into it. Is there some, like, you know, what's the word I'm looking for? Is there some, like, technical or legal reason that they can't, like, archive this? Because now the fad for the last decade has been, let's re-release things. Man, I'm so annoyed with people. Yeah, anyway. I don't know. It seems very weird for me. Or weird to me. Like, imagine putting in all this effort and, like, years later they want to make a source code and you can't. Okay. Let me know if it's too loud, by the way. I've been trying to up the volume so you could actually hear the game in question. And I didn't really have time to What the fuck is wrong with this dude? Oh, he was staggered. Whoops. Oh my god, that one is so fucking late. It's fine. Oh, we need to climb up. What? The smoke came out and he didn't actually fire it. What the fuck? Uh-oh. Ah, I couldn't do it. He fell. This game is stupid. I love this. Oh, shit. I'm getting jumped by a Final Fantasy party. I hate this one. This is the one I have to replace. This is Mumio Ryu? Oh, shit. Never mind. It's like my best strategy, or my best style. Yo, I was talking about the Destiny 2 shit the other day. Maybe not on stream. Dude, Destiny 2 is literally like... I say the Division is down bad. Destiny is in like a whole nother galaxy of being fucking down bad, man. Like, imagine offering content... See, to be fair, that's like the Activision brand. Imagine offering fucking content to someone and, you know, like, oh, hey, you could play these missions, you could do this, you could do that. Dude, the fact that they can't even use it in their court case because it's not in the game anymore is wild. And they tried to pull up some other dude's fucking video on it. Like, imagine they're trying to summon your fucking video for their legal suit. Hey, you good, buddy? Okay, anyway. All they had to do was leave the content in the game. I don't understand. Like, even if you want to say Final Fantasy didn't solve this exact type of bullshit like 10 years ago, you could just follow the WoW example and just have a duty finder to keep the content relevant. I really don't understand, like, what is the fucking problem? Yeah, I read about that shit. It's so insane. It's like, oh, hey, we're withholding content from people. Why? Your game isn't overflowing in oh shit. Your game isn't overflowing with content. So why are you removing it? It makes no fucking sense to me. Yeah, and that's the thing, like, is that they expect some old boomer who's never played a video game a day in his fucking life. They wanted some old boomer to look at this video for 13 hours and not only understand what's going on, but also understand, like, well, this is not in the game. We pulled up some random dude like Joe Blow, some maybe like 5,000 sub YouTuber, and, oh, here you go. Here's everything you need to know, and this is a suitable replacement when you buy the game. That you need to, you know, you buy the game, go watch a YouTube video to catch up, right? Not to learn how to play the game, but to get the vital story for stuff in the game. Like, it's like, man, I hope this is such a crazy blow to FOMO motherfuckers. All these studios that are like, oh, well, here, you have a limited time thing, and you can never experience it again. I hope someday this happens to World of Warcraft, genuinely. I hope that someday they have to re-add all the stuff that they missed. And I'm not talking about gameplay modes, because, you know, a gameplay mode is whatever. But, like, actual content that you could just no longer experience that's vital to the lore. I have to read more about this. But I was like, yeah, of course having some random dude's video is not a substitute for playing the game. Could you imagine how crazy that would be? What kind of fucking standard are we going to raise at this point? Think about that. Like seriously, what kind of standard of gaming are we gonna raise if whenever you need to have a game, they just remove half the fucking story out the game? Like, what? Why? Why? What was so difficult about hiring someone to make a rough synopsis of the story? I still think the bigger problem is that you have to go to someone's video. I mean, even if that's not the legal issue at case, it's still like a, hey, you paid $60 for our game. Too bad this content that we offered and advertised for the game is not in the game. But yeah, like, why couldn't they do that? Hubris. Stupidity. And the fact that even if they don't lose this lawsuit... Do we have to do this, by the way? Oh, we have to grapple. Even if we don't lose this lawsuit, the fact that they did that is just insane.
No one sees us and lives. Deal with it.
You grapple this? Yes, you can. Except that. You could grapple that too. Oh my god! This is the real threat. You have to fight a fucking sumo wrestler. Sumo wrestlers are notoriously immune to katanas, by the way. Oh, shit. Alright, well, this dude is barely even a threat. Ow, okay, shit. Oh, no! Ah! Dude, the fact you cannot up stamina in this game is insane. Okay. Obviously, he's not the real threat, it's this dude. That's a side dodge, whatever. Uh-oh! Ha! Got him like a pig! Anyway. Anyway, something completely, kind of unrelated, I guess. Yeah, there's nothing to be gained from sparing either of you. Damn, they actually let me kill him. They're as corrupt as they come. Done. What was stopping them from having a few analysis, compare and contrast the story with the guy claimed it was stolen from? I think they know that they're probably cooked then. Imagine that. Imagine you can't even have someone read what the complaint is. They're probably cooked.
Hey!
You're back. And Lord Katsu.
It's probably too hard for them. Yeah, I gotta look more into it then. But I heard that they couldn't use, like, YouTube footage, and I was like, you guys are fucked. There's not even enough evidence in the game to argue on your behalf. That's bad. Even if you win, that's bad.
Thanks for taking care of this.
That means you have a bad product you're offering your customers. Or whatever. It's just another day in paradise. You know how it is.
Good work. All we need to do now is bring this to the commissioner, and he'll take care of the rest.
Yeah.
Don't tell me you killed him. You've gone a little too far.
Oh my god.
Let the punishment fit the crime. He didn't deserve to die.
I was actually more interested if they'd actually let me kill him. They did. Alright, fair.
Look, this is no longer an age where everything can be settled by the sword. Think about the consequences.
Are we sure about that?
Well. You've certainly come.
Yeah, we'll find out. We'll see what happens.
Still, let this one go.
I think it should be a better commentary about, like, hey, we offer you a game, and here's just a basic story mode. Alright, we're removing it from the game. Hope you played it. So, like, if I played Destiny 2 now, I'd just be getting, like, a fucking mitigated version of the content. It's stupid. Let alone the fact that all the story modes and stuff of Destiny 1 were, like... I didn't think Destiny 1 was that good, folks. I'll be honest with you. I played it. I thought it was just a really stupid fucking game. It just had a big name attached to it. Hello, Narg, by the way. Like, I didn't even think that Destiny 1 was that good. Yeah, they could just take away content, right? So, like, there's some amounts of this that make sense, right? So, like, for example, when you play, like, World of Warcraft, right? When you play, like, another MMO, World of Warcraft, Final Fantasy only did this recently after... it's kind of a popular change, to my understanding. Like, hey, we're going to retool some missions. You know, we're going to adjust the pace of the game. That's why they removed a lot... like, what was it? 10 missions from A Realm Reborn. They were like, these are just fetch quests. They don't really add anything. So they removed them, right? They're no longer in the game. They changed Steps of Faith. It's no longer a duty. It's now a single instance duty, right? It's still in the game. Same thing with Cape Westwind, which is actually why I'm interested in replaying A Realm Reborn, because a lot of these things are still in the game. You just have to replay them, right? Cape Westwind, Steps of Faith, the part where you fight La Habrea at the end of the MSQ, right? All this stuff, right? They've been changed, but they're still in the game. So you get actually technically a better experience than 7 other dudes dogpiling them who've done this game for 10 years versus you just showing up wanting a real fight. Well, you still get it. The challenge is still preserved, and I guess it also reduces redundancy, I guess. Whereas MMOs, like World of Warcraft, has completely gutted everything that was pre 2.0, right? You can't even play it anymore. It's been redone in Cataclysm. It's okay. Like, most of the plot points are still the same. It just kind of sucks a little bit, but whatever. Yeah, like multiplayer games, sure, and that is Destiny, though. It is a server-based game. But Destiny is like, you don't have enough content to remove. Destiny 1 and Destiny 2, like, then you know, take this in conjunction with they patched the game with guns that didn't have models in, they used the basic models, right? You know, in conjunction with all the people leaving Bungie, right? In conjunction with everything else going on. Like, I don't know if this is the death throes of Destiny, but it's definitely giving me vote of no confidence. It really is sad because, you know, everyone loves their original work. Like, would anyone sit here and say that, you know, Destiny or their original work isn't good? Who do you even raise? Who do you even go raise this? Felix Beto? Yeah, isn't it great? Taka's dead and she's the only character in the game that's fucking dead, dude. How does that even work out? They just really wanted to kill this poor woman. It doesn't even make sense. It really doesn't. They're like, ah, yeah, fuck her. Bond level 3. I think Ryoma has to be at the top. All she has to give us is charm points. Intellect points. Anyone give strength? No, it's all charm. Here's dexterity from Sana. Oh my god. Gonzo gives us points? Where the fuck do you even find Gonzo at this point? Seriously. And Genzui also gives us strength points. Where the fuck? Where is he? Choshu Clan Villa. Is this guy my longhouse? Gambling Den. Sure. Here, let's get that. Let's get those last couple strength points. But yeah, I don't know, man. The fact that that even happened is already insane enough. So whatever. What an absolute fucking shame. You know, because Destiny could have really been that sci-fi RPG, and it just ends up not at all. That would have been epic, literally.
Over here.
No, not you. This is where the boys hang out.
Ah, you're here.
We're looking for Genzui.
Hey.
Oh Lord, is there an upstairs or something I'm missing? This is him.
Hey.
Hey! Hey!
I don't know what you were thinking, trying to get close to those Shogunate officials. Let's talk, just for a while.
Okay, I've got something for you. Oh my god. Here, imported beer.
You know how to please.
Smooth it over, buddy. Let's have a leisurely chat.
Good idea. I've got some time on my hands now, if you're free. Ah, there was something I've been meaning to ask, actually. About the one who trained you. You've mastered the sword, no doubt. But that's not all. You've got real grit. I've never seen anything faze you in the least. You must have had an incredible master. Like we had in Master Shoin.
I wish I could have learned from him as well.
The thing about Master Shoin is that he could see right into your heart. He would have seen your true worth from the off. We were truly blessed to have been introduced to the man. He gave us purpose, the chance to focus on our nation's future. By the way, What does your teacher do these days?
She passed away. She met her fate when her... Yeah, she passed away.
My apologies.
Yeah, that is another thing. It was Shogun spies, I'm pretty sure. So think about that. We're working for the same people that killed our teacher.
When I remember Master Shoin, he was vital. Absolutely vital to Japan. But the shogunate, they rule by suppressing the will of the people. Truly, the shogunate has lost its way, and there is no salvaging it now. Not only do they ignore the cries of the populace, but now they bend to the barbarians knocking at our door. It beggars belief. Can't they see how their people suffer with this disease they have invited into our home? Japan must change, and no one can do it but us. We, who were born and live under the rising sun. I'm sure you've had your fair share of painful memories.
Man, why do they just sound way cooler?
This broken land to
You go work for the Shogunate, they have you doing some of the most boring quests. Like, we are literally running back and forth doing the same shit over and over. Actual fetch questing. Alright, well, we have 2 points, which is good. Now I have to go find Gonzo. I guess Gonzo would have been the other dude to kill, because I would have done that just for the shits and giggles, so... Let's do Gonzo. We probably have way more with him. Or we could do Jules Brunette. If we could get him to rank 3, we could get a bunch of... We don't need a ton, though. Right? We just have to go to the Kaishukatsu estate. Which is, like, down the road. Go get flowers for the cat lady. You're out of your mind. There's this guy.
Ah, it's you.
Not
Over
you.
here.
There he is.
What a coincidence.
Oh, it's you again!
What is it?
I've got something for you. Japanese photo album. Oh my god! Yeah! What do you think? 1? Let's give him 2 just to be safe. There you go. Maybe he doesn't have a mission, so maybe we just level up. Yeah, he doesn't have a mission. Okay. Stats. Finally! Intimidate. Rank 3, so there's no dialogue choice that we can't do now. Good. I mean, outside of this, we'll wait maybe for people to finish up. Max health, I guess, we could get plus 18%. It requires 17 points, so I don't even know if we could get that, but we could at least start by getting a couple of these, like 4 or 5. That would be like the only other thing I would spend it on. Increase the damage dealt by critical hits. Sure. We have a little bit of a surplus of points. 5% extra damage isn't bad. Key damage dealt by counter sparks. Sure. Alright, that's good enough. There's not really much else for us to get. And that's like passive buffs. I kind of like passive buffs a little more in some games because it keeps things simplified. You know, especially in an action game like this, more passives is usually just the better choice. Alright, where's the main story? Okay, here we go. We gotta go here. Let me do this as well. Yeah, I'm not... The cat lady creeps me out. I think I'm good. You'll have to forgive me. Okay. Alright, very nice. Let's not let that sit too long because I am not an asshole. Allegedly, supposedly. Okay. Wait, what the fuck just happened? Okay. Alright, I have to do that later. I'm not gonna do it now, obviously. That was a quick message. I could send that real fast. But yeah, I mean, like, 17 points of strength to get 20% more max HP, that's probably not happening. I'm just being honest. That's going to take so long to do. And I think maybe at most we might have 8 points if we were to max out everyone else's. So I guess you just have to progress the story, and I've spent too many strength points on negotiation skills. It could be worse, right? I feel like this game is going to introduce new things until the last minute. What happened? I had to message someone. No, not my Discord GF. You wish. And I also need to respond to Gundam Otaku as well. I don't know if he sent me anything or if he just sent me a bunch of Twitter links. Okay.
Traveled far.
Somewhat.
Well, look.
No, it was problematic. Have you watched any of my content? Who are you?
Come on, how could you forget? It's me, Hachiro Kiyokawa.
It's me. That doesn't help.
Teshuyama and I are overseeing the Roshigumi. Seems I got a little leg up thanks to you both. Much obliged.
Excuse me. I'm Koto Nakazawa. I'm here to join the Roshigumi too.
Yes, well, I'm afraid you three will just have to turn around. We've already got so many applicants, you see?
I heard you were looking for strong warriors. Well, if you think anyone is stronger than me, I'll face them here and now.
Alright. Let's end her career.
Must they all be like this?
Hachiro, we have another fire to put out. Seems those two from before are picking fights with anyone and everyone.
You mean those tearaways from the backwater dojo?
Guess we've got no choice but to make them settle down ourselves.
Alright, here's your first test, rookie.
Allow me the honor. But if I get them to behave, I want in. How's that sound?
What's the deal? Honestly, those two have me at my wit's end.
I'm gonna replace this chair this weekend for sure. I just was too tired to build it today.
Same goes for you two. Subdue that rowdy bunch inside and you're in. You'll get no favors from me just because I know you.
Did I really say that, Narg? I probably did if he can so accurately and succinctly say it.
They were trained out
Maybe.
of the sticks, right? Piece of cake. We'll be done before you know it.
Piece of cake. Alright. Dancing with Death temporarily increases defense power when the protagonist or other ally dies. Okay. Yo, she's a strength user? Let's do it. Peak. I can fucking see it. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing that there's such a vote of no confidence among the people who watch my stuff. That's unfortunate. Surprise, motherfucker.
Got them.
I'm sorry, I thought there was only 1 or 2 people here. Dude, this is like a miniature army. Whoops. Oh, he's fucked. Get them to behave. Decapitate them. Can you even sneak up on any of them?
Think you can take me? Get ready.
It's a lot of dudes. Okay. I need my stamina. Don't lock me in. Thank you. What? It did not... What the fuck? That was weird. It did not blade flash at all. Uh-oh. I love that I just level up fists. I don't even have to use them. Can you blade flash, please? I'm R1ing. Thank you. I fumbled it twice. Twice that one fight. What? You can melee with that? Okay, anyway. I have never seen them melee like that. Yeah, were you on my content in like 2021? If so, then yeah, you are definitely on a list. Probably maintained and managed by US 8 until recently. Alright, back around. Okay, the subway is not this, like, crazy underground, like, mystery dungeon. I hope you're aware of that. It's actually very well documented and very well, like people know how the subway works, dude. It's not like some like, infinite labyrinth where dudes go to hide. It's not like Hell Knight. Like, what the fuck? I mean, I appreciate the thought. Bro really says I could see him disappearing into the subway and never coming back. Like, dude, it's not a mystery dungeon. That's really funny, though. What? He aims it one way and then locks onto me on the other. Whatever. Okay. That's fine. Damn, they killed the leader? I didn't even do anything. Perfect. It's kind of like Rapture. No, it is not, dude. Okay, look. The subway might be shit. You might want to spend as little time on the subway as possible. It is not like Rapture or whatever. It's literally just a boring metro that is very complicated compared to most other metros, which are pretty straightforward. It is not this impossible to navigate labyrinth. I used to use it every day. Oh. They could just kick the door down? The fuck? I got this dude is the more observant one. This is such a clusterfuck room. Thank you. Immune. Okay. You know what to do, folks. Stagger him. Break him. How's he not broken? Thank you. Yeah, fighting on these, like, little terraces is really weird. It's very tight, very narrow. You wish I was a government spy op. Could they pay me like I'm one, please? Patronage?
Don't rush. Take your time.
Listen, only if the money's right.
Thanks for your patronage.
Way more humping and piss and shit and homeless touching themselves inappropriately. There's a lot of piss and shit, I'll give you that. Burly country samurai. He's not even the biggest dude in the game. He's like moderate sized. Oh shit. That was a good combo. I can't even lie. Ah, way too late. Dude, what the fuck? No. I am not countering any of his shit. I haven't really seen someone who fights like him in the game. What the fuck? What? Jesus Christ, dude. What is it with all these new characters that fight like nothing else in the game? Wrong stance, wrong stance, wrong stance. Please switch. Thank you.
Let's show them what we're capable.
Oh my god! What the fuck is happening? He can parry? Since when has an enemy ever been able to parry in this game? What the fuck is happening, dude? Ah, maybe. Oh well.
I'll grant you that.
Like, what the fuck is that? Yo, he's smart. He knows to red attack after that. You never really see that from enemies in this game. They know how to red attack. Yeah, you never really see this. It's actually kind of cool. I'll be fine. Like, what the fuck, dude? And he has ridiculous, like, stamina damage. Okay, he missed. I have never seen someone in this game who fights like him. Alright, y'all finish this dude off, please. Thank you. No one else in the game fights like him. That's really crazy. They got dudes that have counters now. And ridiculous amounts of key damage, not that you could up your key.
That's enough, don't you think?
Zoji, you're here too, I see.
You all passed the test. Hooray.
You put on quite a show.
This is Soji Okita of the Tenen Rishin Ryu.
I'm Kondo, and this is Ichikata, also of the Tenen Rishin Ryu.
You would do well in our most elite unit, the Roshigumi.
Dude. I like Katsu, but man, they got some cool characters. We can't lose. Very nice.
Very fine indeed.
Since we killed everyone else, I guess we moved up the roster.
Oh, hello there.
Think about it like that. Think about all the people we killed to get here.
Excellent work. Just excellent.
Piece of cake! Fucking Duke Nukem quote. Piece of cake! Blow it out your ass!
The they use is one of the rougher styles. But I guess they were no match for you.
I trust you saw how well I fought. I think I more than lived up to my side of the bargain.
Oh, yeah, you know.
You're tough, it's true. All right, the three of you are in. Welcome aboard.
Thank you. I'm looking forward to it.
All right then. The Roshigumi will soon be leaving to serve as outriders for the Shogun's journey to Kyoto. Make your preparations, and come back to this square when ready.
Alright, very nice. Another mission in the bag. Piece of cake. Alright, how many of you give strength? That's really what I care about. You know what's crazy? This game probably has like a very comprehensive list of characters that actually did things in real life. And then, like, I don't know. I just don't know why you're not allowed to upgrade your stamina in this game. That would be, like, the biggest no-brainer, I feel. Would be like, hey, I want to have a stamina upgrade build. Okay. Why does this game not let you put points in the stamina? You can't put points into anything. It's kind of ridiculous. Alright, well, the next mission is over here. Try out one of the big katanas on a random enemy. Do I even have a big katana? Great sword. This is level 25 gear. Great swords make up for their slow attack speed by dealing the greatest damage in a single blow among primary weapons. Alright, well, we have to find some bandits to fight. You know, if we just do a story mission, they'll show up. We'll do that. Sorry, I'm a basic weeaboo. I like katanas.
Traveled far.
You know it.
Hey, looks like Kondo and the others have turned over a new leaf. They're doing a fine job now, sorting out the regiments. It's incredible how many skilled fighters we've managed to assemble. Now it's up to me to figure out how best to make use of them. Anyways, it's about time we set out.
Yeah, I think this is the end of Edo. I think that's it. Travel to Kyoto. Alright. So what are these other quests? We have to stop a thief?
Well, be seeing you.
So this is basically the end of the second arc of the game, pretty much. So we'll be on to the third arc. So without progressing too much, like, can I... We never figured out how to do this. Defeat the thief who is plundering the city. Well, who is the thief that's plundering the city? Mum's the word? Yeah, let's see what one of these is. This is like a very minor mission. It hits stun complaints. I mean, sure, but then isn't it kind of fucked that katanas would have the worst hit stun? Like no matter what it is, it's like, if an enemy is in the middle of an attack, you just can't interrupt them, but they could interrupt the fuck out of you. Dead man's shoes, or should I say man's shoes? You know, it's crazy how this random character I created on the fly for XCOM is like one of the defining aspects of everything I do in every video game I play now. How many years ago was that? 13? At this point?
Help! Somebody! Anybody!
Mum's the word.
You'll help me, will you? It's my minder. He's in terrible danger.
Alright, what's happened?
I was out looking for customers last night when I saw some unsavory types. They were disposing of a samurai's body in the moat. And in my
Oh, it must have been one of the people I've killed in any of my hundreds of missions.
I fled as fast as I could to my minder, who hid me under the floor. But when the villains couldn't find me, they took him instead. Please save him. I beg you. Save my minder.
Leave it to me.
Oh, thank you so much.
The Pleasure District? Is that up north? No, it has to be around here.
Please hurry before it's too late.
The Yoshiwara Pleasure District is probably like a very specific place. Yeah, here we go. There you go. What the fuck? Where? Over here?
Come on, out with it. Where's the girl? Tell us the truth, and we'll spare your worthless life.
Oh! These dudes are like generic grunts. I don't like this. Look, it's not very comboable. No, see, he goes right through it. Imagine that shit. You hit him with this big greatsword, he goes right through it. So really, I guess you just trade power. You trade speed for power. See, he goes right through it. You know, it's actually not bad, because it's about the same speed whether you charge it or not. Oh, there's another dude? Where? You didn't hear that? I didn't even swing. Yeah, I don't have super armor. We traded. Okay, whatever. Yeah, that's just how this game is. You cannot upgrade stamina, and you cannot upgrade, you have no fucking hit stun. You have no protection, so no point. That's why I just stopped using any of these. How do you unequip? It's been a while. How do you unequip? Square. So I might as well just level up Fist, because after leveling up Fist for long enough, you get good bonuses, basically. You get more max health. It's a little, but it's better than nothing, and that's all that matters to me. So I just use Katana, because I like katanas.
Thank you. Those thugs from this town.
And I'm not saying there's not crazy tech you could do, but it's not very apparent.
Keep harassing us till you take out their boss. So I beg you, help us, please. They hold court at the big estate out by the rice fields to the north. You go ahead. I'll follow close behind.
Okay. Yeah, I'm looking forward to playing the Sly Collection, though. I'm not sure. Maybe if I play these games over the summer, maybe I could beat them faster if I don't stream them. That would be like one of the few things I would think is like maybe if I just record them over the summer, I could probably beat them all in like a couple of days. Depends how busy I am. So maybe that's what I'll do. I'll think about it. You know, no promises, nothing crazy. You know, especially with time coming up like that, I could definitely play some catch up on a lot of games, which would be nice. So I'll figure that out. But I'm definitely going to do that this year for sure. But on Friday's Doom the Dark Ages, if it arrives in time, who even fucking knows? What? Just fucking stamina in this game is ridiculous. I have more stamina in Oblivion. That's really late. Okay. He starts off with a flip. Uh-oh. BioShock HD Remaster has New Game Plus. Damn, that's pretty fucking fire. I did say I would replay Infinite, so maybe we'll do that this summer. That shouldn't take that long. That wasn't like a super long game. Now that I've actually played both of the original games first. I think Devin would like that. That'd be cool. That'd be cool because it's been over like a decade since I played it anyway. Ah, he stepped out. Whatever. Alright, let's fight outside, guys. Very nice. Oh, and, yo! I interrupted him because I depleted his key. That's the only reason I was able to interrupt him. I was really gambling on that, too. Shit, I fucked up. Dude, that one move has such a late parry. That window is way smaller than everything else around it. I'm 0 for 3 for parrying that one move. God damn, that was hard to find. What? What will defeat the thief plundering the city? Oh, like actually?
Well,
Okay, yeah, we'll do that in a minute.
It's been quite a day for a fearless guest. You've come for this lot. Is that it?
This is kind of a niche game. You're not going to get a lot of people probably with guides for it. Maybe on Steam, but I don't know. This is a console exclusive again.
How about...
Oh, I don't know if y'all saw, but Square Enix is completely redoing their game division, pretty much. The only division that was actually profitable, that made more money, was, funnily enough, the MMO division. Intimidate.
So...
I tried. What do you want me to say?
Negotiate.
Yeah, think about that. So Square Enix is done with console exclusives because every time they go console exclusive with Sony, they just lose money. So they're just not even going to bother with it anymore. Ah, it's a fucking... Also, this is why I don't really use my ultimate. Look how long it takes to get it back. That is exactly why I've been saving it in most cases. No, no one can help you now. Yeah, you're gonna need a hand. Oh, you're fucked. Backstab, backstab, backstab. Alright, see ya. Felt like a Kingdom Hearts finisher. See, like, console exclusives make sense if it's like Sony footing the bill, if it's like Microsoft footing the bill. When it's Square Enix taking money from Sony to console exclusivize a major game, they're just gonna lose money on it. It just sucks for them. Because now they could have sold to potentially like another 30-40%, you know, just day one sales, and they won't get it. That's, like, I don't mind if, like, Sony has a reason for you to buy their console. I don't mind if, like, Xbox has a reason for you to buy their console. What I think is worse is when Square Enix takes, like, a couple $1 million, or a couple $100 million, or however much they pay, and then they make Rebirth, for example, or 16 a console exclusive. They shut out the PC market, they shut out the Xbox market, and so now they're only selling on Sony. It's not even a launch title for the console. And then it's like, oh, okay, well, now we're just gonna make, you know, 70% instead of what we make. So they've been staunching the bleeding. Apparently Sony is in worse, but basically what happened is the fiscal year ended about like a month or so ago. So they're releasing like all the stuff, they tallied it and stuff. So Square is going to completely redo all of their stuff. They're going to completely undo a lot of this. They're going to focus on having multi-plat releases for all their major games going forward. The funny part is despite all the people bitching about Dawn Trail, the MMO division basically made the most money this year. It's one of the only things in the gaming market that increased. I think it was that and like rides. I guess they have like theme parks or something. They dip their hands in other things. Like everything else was stagnant, but HD games, which is like, you know, their primary sell games, and mobile games especially have been down for Square Enix. So Dragon Quest 12 is still on. They confirmed that. Kingdom Hearts Missing Link got canceled, which I didn't even follow. I don't even know what that is. I guess they're reworking it into Kingdom Hearts 4, which would be fine. So Kingdom Hearts 4 is still fine. Pretty much anything Final Fantasy 14 will continue because that's where the majority of their money comes from. As I've said, it's something like 30 to 60% of their income from the games division is from their MMO division. And so therefore, like, since Dragon Quest X, I don't even think it's localized in America. I think it's Japan only. And 11 is only really still big in Japan. Basically, I'm going to go on a limb and say at least 50% of their money is probably from 14. Just in general, since that's their biggest MMO, it's their worldwide MMO. Obviously, you know, I can't prove that, but I'm going to go on a limb and say that the most of the money that they make from the MMO division is 14. That's the only division that increased year over year. And I'm not going to get too in depth with it. It's better for them to stop having throwaway problems like Avengers or games that they dump I don't know if we need another Life is Strange game. Just saying, going on a limb. Whatever that last one was that came out. I'm sure it's got a good niche of people, but if it's costing more than it's fucking paying, then, you know, a lot of things went before that. You know, like they sold Deus Ex. They could have probably made a couple Deus Ex games, one or two, maybe like another game and a spin-off. Probably made a little bit of money off of that. They could have kept Hitman, right? Hitman is doing pretty alright. So yeah. I really would prefer if there's not a monopoly with consoles, though. Which is why Xbox, you know, potentially going the Sega route and multi-platting their at least some of their games is like, please don't. Because I don't need people to have less of a reason to buy a fucking Xbox. Because if Sony is the only console maker besides Nintendo, this industry is going to get fucking stupid really fast. And you could argue it already is, but it's going to get fucking stupid really fast. But for Square Enix and Ubisoft and all these other companies, console exclusivity is stupid. It maybe back in the day it would have made a little more sense, but like leave it to Sony to fund that. You don't have to fucking fund that. Invent technology. I can't invent technology. I've almost given up on that entirely. All right, let's see. We need to. It's a gold chance encounter. Okay. Koishikawa? Okay. This is like that one thing in Valhalla that made me do a world event. You had to like ride a stag to get the last chest or something. Cross the bridge towards Kojimachi. Look for the first building on the right. Oh, there it is. You have to do. I guess the gold chance encounters are mandatory then. Okay. Let me save before I fuck this up. Yes, I could have pressed L1. Whatever. PC still came out on top. I mean, eventually, because it came out at some point. My biggest complaint about PC is sometimes you have to really fuck around with games to make them work, especially the older they are. How? It's a fucking video game, I know. Still, what the fuck? You know, I would love a game where I could do this shit. I even Blade Flash. It gave me back no key. I'm on a suboptimal stance. One hit. Bang!
But you should know I only steal for the sake of the poor. So, cut me some slack, will you?
Go play DMC. Yeah, maybe I fucking will.
Promise you'll go easy on me next time, eh?
Alright. Now we could actually do the mission. Yeah, maybe I will play DMC. I mean, like, I don't know. That's just my number one thing about this game. Is, like, it obviously takes a lot from the open world Soulsborne formula and tries to merge it together in a very different way. What the fuck are they? He's running from the rain. Okay. He's running from the rain. I guess they path weirdly. Souls-like combat is too widespread. Yeah, can we get more Nier clones, please? Can we get more Bayonetta and Nier clones where the combat is very fluid? I would appreciate that. That would be dope. Like all we're getting is like God of War and Nier clones. Can we get the other end of that trifecta? Or sorry, God of War and Souls clones. Can we get the other end, which is Nier clones, please? That would be fucking cool. And like, I'll say this about Square Enix, at some point they're gonna have to start making more games in the Nier franchise. Like, while it's still white hot, they should make more Nier games. They should get Yoko Taro to be like, listen, do your thing again. Here's a bunch of money. Just make it good. And we'll get Platinum Games again or something. We'll literally try to rekindle the fire. Yeah, running in the water. Yeah, you don't want your top half to be wet. You want to... Oh, my bottom half can be wet, but not my top half. My hair, dude. Think about my hair. Good at Bethesda-style RPGs? Okay, now that's a tall fucking order. Good is super subjective. The only thing people ever seem to universally agree on is that, like, New Vegas is really fucking good. So I guess New Vegas kind of counts, right? Like, that's like the universal, we think this game is good. Oh, you grapple up here. Funny. Hilarious. Whoops. But I know what you mean. I'll play Outer Worlds at some point too, so.
At a better time. There's a little something I could use your help with.
Aren't you just the merchant?
As I mentioned before, I share the money I steal with the people. But it just isn't enough to make a real difference. So I came up with an idea. Sneak inside a greedy official's home and make off with his hoarded wealth. Well, can I count on your help? It's for a good cause.
Yeah, it is the merchant.
Great! When you're ready, we'll use the cover.
I want some more RPG. Yeah, I'm a Mass Effect 1 fan over Mass Effect 2. I know exactly how you feel. What they did to Fallout 4 compared to 3 in New Vegas is exactly what they did to Mass Effect 2 when they took out all the RPG elements from 1 and were just like, yeah, you could just put some points and some abilities and maybe a couple upgrade researches, and that's it. There, that's your amazing genre redefining RPG, folks. There you have it. What people call the best RPG ever. Barely has any RPG elements in it. Skyrim is good but lacks depth. I think Skyrim's cool because it allows you to dual wield. I think that that's like a very interesting thing. You know how I feel about stuff like that. 4 is good but lacks true RPG. 3 is good but engine didn't age well. Yeah, I think that's the biggest thing about Fallout 3 is that it just didn't age well. I think New Vegas and Fallout 3 do different things really well. And a merging of that engine would be really good.
This can't be hard. Let's search the other rooms.
They definitely should, I don't know how no one has copied that really well yet, though. Okay. Seems like that would be a very easy thing to emulate. Not, you know, within reason, obviously. I would never sit here and tell you that coding a game is super fucking easy. Okay. Where else is the loot? Three also has a linear main story. I mean, don't they all kind of have linear main stories? Oh, I see what you mean. There's not really any choices to make in 3. You kind of just... the story is pretty much 90% the same no matter what you do. I guess I get that. Yeah, that is true. You pretty much do the same story beats. It's not... I mean... New Vegas fully developed, ironically, might be a completely different game. Like, just like how Far Cry. Fallout, not Fallout, the other F game, Fire Emblem, 3 Houses, was also not fully developed. They developed 3 pathways, and then they were like, okay. They ran out of time. Obviously, they didn't do it just because they're lazy. They ran out of time. They ran out of development effort. And even still, so that's why each of the 3 main paths of the game, one of them omits the reunion mission, and each one has like a custom unique missions, and that's it, pretty much. It's a little unfortunate. It makes you wonder what Fire Emblem could have been like if they had retooled a couple things. Three stays true. I think people would say that more about New Vegas, but I don't disagree. I like 4. For what it's worth, I like how they handled certain things in 4. And then other things I'm just like, damn, that was like a fumble. Having played it over the course of a year, though, that was pretty fun, man.
Doubters, this money was gained by dirty means.
What if this guy is like a philanthropist?
Alright. That should do it. Let's blow this joint.
What if he's, like, actually a good dude? Can we escape? I don't think we could climb up and over. Actually, hold on. Let's see. Can we... Wait, you respawn? Oh, yeah, because I used the bonfire again. Stab him again. I used the bonfire again. Would you believe that? What an asshole I am. Shit. Oh, they don't let you jump here. Think about that. Oh, you can. Hold on, wait. My brain is working. No, you see, they put spikes all around the edges, so you can't jump right there to get out of bounds, see? You could jump right on the ledge. Here. A little further. No, and they put invisible walls? Man, they really thought of this. Okay, never mind. Alright, we'll leave the way they intend. That's funny. I have no major opinions on the other DLCs. Oh, let's see. 3 in terms of exploration, general aesthetic was an absolute masterstroke, plus the pit and point lookout. The minorities at the end of the game is pretty much sold as a... Yeah, basically. They kind of did the whole, hey, the game is finished, or the game is unfinished, guys. Broken Steel, which is like the real end of the game, is actually just like a post-game thing. But, like, in fairness, Fallout 3 does have a real ending, and I think it's a very thematic real end, for what it's worth. So, it's not like, you know, you play a game, and you could tell, like, they cut off half the end of the game. Like, the game does have a full end. They did add an ending to it, which is, you know, that's like a true definition of an expansion pack, you know? To be fair, like, the following year, they did the same thing with, what's the game called? Dragon Age Awakening. I cannot even see. Alright, there you go. Fuck him up. Alright, anyway. So they did have, like, an ending to the game, and I think it's actually a very fitting ending.
I don't think I could have managed that without you.
Oh, let me just leave. Okay.
Right then. As for the spoils.
Liar. Yeah, I don't care. Take it.
Thanks. I'll see that it all goes to...
I'm not gonna lie, because maybe he comes back, he's like, you lied to me!
Now then, let's create...
They were not in Kyoto, we're still in Edo. Kyoto's the final part of the game. We'll just mop up these last couple quests and then call it.
I plan to keep on steering for the people. So if we happen to meet again on opposing sides, take it easy on me, eh?
I mean, we're basically accomplices at this point. People pleaser. I go where I please, and I please where I go. Oh, there's a cat. Dude, I gotta start using the soundboard more for sure. Where is it? Do I have Duke quotes? Yeah. Is it under people pleaser? No, it's under I go where I please.
Go ahead. Make my day.
Make my day.
God bless America. Holy shit. I like big guns, and I cannot
They used to
lie.
play this on a Counter-Strike server. Do I have E33 or Expedition 33? Yes. Yes, I do. The better question is, have I played it? No, not really. I've been tired. I literally woke up an hour and a half ago. I will definitely be playing more of it, though. Hopefully this weekend. Last weekend I was out. Oh, shit. Fucking pussycat. Go back to sleep. Ridiculous.
That's Dr. Evil's cat.
How can you tell?
I never forget a pussy. Cat.
Go back to sleep. Okay, can I sneak up on it? Go to sleep. Here. Unbelievable. Is this the final cat? Legendary equipment system makes unique rewards, meaning when you have a non-zero chance of having an identical weapon drop if you got a lucky drop from a random legendary enemy. Yeah, like, I kind of half agree with that. I do think that you should be able to put, and this is the other thing I said with Oblivion the other day, you should be able to build the same legendary weapon. You know, I feel like games don't let you get a weapon and then progress it throughout the game. 4 kind of does that, at least, because you could find a gun and use it the whole game. It's more about the ammo type and the power behind it. But I need to be able to enchant and imbue weapons with those abilities, and they never let you do that in, like, any fucking game, ever. And I'm very annoyed by that, because it really does not have to be that way. If all 4 guns is as, the assault rifle is a demon from hell. Yeah, but you gotta have a good enchant on it. Okay, we're missing something in Asakusa. Do I want to do more of this? We have to invent technology. How many more missions are there even left? Oh, what the fuck? Twilight Raid. There you go. Didn't even see it. You had to zoom all the way out. They need to do what New Vegas did to make unique weapons look... Yeah, they need to look unique, too. They need to have something. Whether it's it could be as simple as a different firing sound effect, a unique model, probably both. They need to feel unique. Like, I'm not just playing the same weapon with a different thing. You'd like Atomfall? Maybe.
Know you.
Fallout's kind of hit or miss. It's fun for me, though.
Rōnin, from the military academy.
Yeah. Let's see. Who are you again?
Come now. Surely you have...
Oh my god, he looks so different without the hat on. What?
I am Yoshinobu Tokugawa, the shogun.
He looks so different.
At any rate, I have been looking for a capable fighter.
Oh my god. The Shogun just randomly wandering the streets.
Without ties to the shogunate.
My next haircut. Oh my god.
See, it seems that some of my
At least this is a style. In America, we would say that you're balding.
With a merchant.
It was I who disclosed the matter.
Oh, hey!
The same thing happened in Yokohama, remember? I figured that there was something rotten in the state of Edo. At any rate, our friend here should be able to put your man in line.
Which is why I'd like to procure some irrefutable evidence. With this camera. Got it?
Ooh.
What a fine idea. Hey, you still have the camera I gave you?
Many years ago, yes. Can you send one of your servants?
That would be the natural course of action, I'm told. But I have no intention of hiding behind my title or my castle walls.
I'm a collector too.
Besides,
sometimes you could even argue a hoarder.
To leave to others what I can do myself. Well, will you help me procure the evidence I need?
I'm definitely playing the Spyro trilogy for the birthday marathon, by the way, guys. 100%. I'm replaying all that on the Xbox. I'm gonna get all the achievements.
Good.
That's totally happening because I've been itching for Spyro and I've been struggling to hold out. And I might as well play it for my 30th birthday. Like, why not? That's gonna be fun. I'm looking forward to that.
The shogunate is big and it's unwieldy. Even I cannot deal with corrupt officials as I please, and I am the shogun. I hear the scoundrels have gone from merely taking bribes to selling arms to the highest bidder. Whoever that may be.
It ends today.
That's why we need to secure proof. But to be clear, this is not an assassination.
Oh, what a load of bullshit.
Transaction will take place. Let's slip in undetected.
Oh, don't push me over. Damn. Hey, look. This is totally not here during free roam, is it?
Who are you?
You hear that? I wonder what happened.
Where's my camera? There you go.
Don't kill me! Yeah!
Damn!
Dear me. This is terrible.
We have you on 4K, motherfucker.
Can't ignore this. We must catch the killer.
Okay, anyway.
I'm ready.
What? What the fuck? Dude, why me? What are you talking about? I was in the ceiling still. Like, what? He pulls me out and not the guy that jumps down. This game fucking hates the player, man. Like, what the fuck? That scared the shit out of me. Apparently, I'm fighting Scorpion. Oh, shit. Okay. What? Oh. Oh, no. Ah! This game is a fucking horror game. Uh-oh. Oh my god, he comboed! He comboed off me. Okay, whatever. What the fuck was that? He grapples me in the ceiling.
Your Excellency. Are you hurt? You mustn't be so reckless.
Your Excellency, is it? Seems we've hooked ourselves a big fish.
Alright, anyway. Why does no one ever tackle them when they try to do that? It's not a teleport.
How come you're here?
Master Katsu had us follow you at a distance. If only we had not lost sight of you.
Worry not. I'm much obliged. That Katsu. Always one step ahead. I suppose I owe you my thanks as well.
You know it, baby. Yeah, you may know your true identity. That's all that matters.
Thanks to Takahashi's big mouth, calling out Your Excellency rather gave the game away. But what's done is done. Get some ninja to look into that old man, will you? I'd prefer to have seen those criminals tried, but I suppose the result would have been the same. Sorry to have troubled you.
Nah, just another mission in this game. We got a bunch of bullshit I'm never going to use. We're about to level up again, though. Is there another mission for this? Kyobashi, someone's in trouble. Alright, we'll do the diary. And call it for that. Dude, what the hell? Yeah, tell me the game is ridiculous. They didn't even wait for me to drop down. This dude sees a guy jump down and is like, there, another dude in the ceiling. I mean, if anyone would do it, it would absolutely be a ninja, I guess. It's like a Naruto episode. Like, I'm gonna start fighting fucking Madara. Cursed fucking gameplay, man. All this game really needs is the ability to just put points into health or stamina. Or just stamina in general. Could you imagine how different this game would be if you could put points into stamina? Like, not even like game-breaking amounts. Just a little bit, right? So, like, you can initiate off a dodge. This is like one of the few games I know where you can't really initiate off of a dodge. Like, you have to initiate off of walking up to someone. Because otherwise you don't have enough to adapt on the fly. Like, they'll just hit you. Oh, well, now I have to parry. Now I have to block a bunch. Like, just a little bit. It doesn't even have to be a lot. Because the game is still easy enough, I guess. Yeah.
Sorry for stopping you like that. I promise it's for a good reason. You see, there is this local herbalist who wants to turn himself into a mummy. And he'd like someone to gather...
I'm getting something to eat.
Instead. What do you say? A simple job for a mighty warrior like yourself, no?
What are you even talking about, dude? Who are you? Have we met before?
Heavens! I haven't introduced myself.
I love how that's like our common response to anyone. Someone comes up, spills the beans about their life. Who are you? I have no idea who the fuck you are. This is a conversation in New York. You'll walk down the street, someone will come up, hey baby, what do you think about this?
Called the Fujiyokaya Diary.
Let me get your eyes for a minute.
In any case,
There is all sorts of things required for mummification. Think you can get them for my herbalist friend, huh?
Sure. Yeah, literally, sure.
Oh, wonderful. I knew you'd be willing to
Let me
help.
borrow your
It's
eyes
like
for a minute, baby.
You can always rely on the kindness of strangers. And before I forget, I've written down the materials here on this paper. In the meantime, I'll ask the herbalist for more details.
Good lord. Gather fresh persimmons? Oh. If you insist. And retrieve purified salt. No, so you need raw salt. You need, like, I've been stuck on a boss for, like, an hour level salt. That'll keep your meat fresh for the rest of your life. Just sprinkle it on. Rub it in. You know, like, you gotta cut the meat a little bit. Let it get into the flesh of the meat. Tie the meat back together. Let it sit overnight. Purify. You don't want to dry it out too much. Just a pinch. I'm hungry. I'm so hungry right now. You have no idea. Thinking about eating goddamn food. You know that feeling when your mouth just begins to salivate? Just... Ugh. Ugh. That good shit? I made a steak earlier and damn it was good. Oh man. That first bite when the juices start to flow. Not too much, but just a little bit. You know, you could feel your teeth really sink in. You're ripping that flesh off, man. Oh, being a carnivore is fucking amazing. There's so much power in eating meat. Sorry, what the hell am I looking for again? I wasn't paying attention. It's on the boat? What? Ah, I got the salt. That's all that matters. Can you stop shooting me with fucking arrows, dude? Gone. Also, it looks like they're gonna port, like, Persona 4 Golden and Persona 5. They're teasing something new. And there's, like, a new Persona mobile game. A lot of stuff came out of Japan today, because I guess all the stuff came out. Their business year ended. So, there's, like, a lot of stuff going on. Square Enix is gonna do restructuring. Sony is being Sony. Atlas is going to keep raking in money because that Sega acquisition was... Or, I'm sorry, Sega is going to keep raking in money because the Atlas acquisition was probably one of the best acquisitions in history so far. I don't think anyone has something negative to say about that. In theory, Microsoft acquiring someone should be insanely good for everyone. It almost never is. Wonder how that works. Like, what Microsoft should do, which is why the Gears decision baffles me, is they should just... Here's what I think they should do. They should redo Gears. They should just have Gears 1 be on the PlayStation, just to kind of, like, tempt people in. And then go probably the most strict... Like, the most strict exclusivity next to Nintendo. So everything that they bought, like Elder Scrolls, Call of Duty, they should just be exclusively on fucking Sony consoles. Or exclusive... Jesus. No, the other one. Exclusively on, Xbox. Just say, fuck it. Fuck everyone. We want money. We like money. It's ours. And what are you gonna do? Not buy it? Think about it. What are people gonna do? Not buy Elder Scrolls 6? Are you out of your mind? I missed. There's a guy behind me, isn't there? What? Dude, what the fuck? Since when could people do that in this game? Shit is bugging me out, man. What? How did that work? Thank you. No, let's go back to doing that. Here. Oh, no, I'm out of ammo. What the fuck? Oh, my archery is terrible in this game. Okay, we could do this, I guess. Sure. Okay.
Thank you. I deal in rare goods, you see.
And those guys nearly robbed me of all my stock. But you saved my life, so please take anything you want.
Oh my god, but don't take it. Pay for it.
I'm sure I have something you'll want.
Lost a lot of its player base very quickly. Yeah, Elder Scrolls has more staying power, though. I would say. I mean, maybe you're right about that. But, like, the minute you make... See, that's the dance you have to play, right? Oh, well, I want this to be timed exclusive. Okay, well, then people just wait a year, or they just won't ever play it. Especially the niche of the game series. The less likely they are. Now, imagine if Call of Duty was an Xbox exclusive. What, you think people are not going to play Call of Duty?
Is there anything else?
No, people are absolutely going to fucking play Call of Duty. So you could grab that by the balls. For the next console generation, you could have that by the balls. But now, then we not like I think a bunch of people will be annoyed. I'm just specifically talking purely about it from a business perspective. I crafted. I didn't mean to buy that. Oops, that was a mistake. Whoopsie.
Please come again.
They could do it. They'd be within their rights to do it. I do think we should have competition. Now, buying up a bunch of the competition to make it exclusive, I guess you could argue, like, what's the moral over-under on that, right? I don't know. I felt like Starfield was a good platform. It's like a good platform game. Like, there's apparently a Star Wars mod that's, like, really good, right? It feels like Bethesda really just made a platform for space control. Like I said, I was bored 10 hours in. I was like, what the fuck am I playing this for? I had a very meaningful interaction with my virtual parents, and then the rest of it was me just wandering around doing stupid shit. Can't even land on a planet. Like, what they should have done is every planet has maybe one or two, like, actually important areas, and then they randomly generate the rest of the planet. Like, so if you want, you could just fly around and do nothing all day, right? Like, that would be, like, really good post-game, I guess, if you really wanted to do it. But that, like, that's the game that made me say, like, yeah, well, what's meaningful content? When did Starfield even come out? Was that 2013, or 2023, or 2024? I don't even remember, man.
Scholars always needing to learn the hard way.
Shit. There you go. Right in the head. Oh, he got fucked. Very nice. I cannot counter any single target or any single swords today. That is not working out too well. I'm paralyzed? Oh shit. Very nice. Oh, they do have machetes. Narg would love this. I love that you could cancel into the execution.
You really are a mighty warrior.
Okay.
Where there is life, there is hope, huh?
Life, finds a way.
Time. What rotten luck, huh? How are getting jumped like that?
Yeah, why were they after you?
Who knows? My herbalist friends never seen them either.
Herbalist.
They must have mistaken us for somebody else. In any case, I knew you were strong. You surpassed my expectations. Clearly, my eyes did not deceive me. But where are my manners? This is my herbalist friend I was telling you about.
Did you bring me the persimmons and salt I asked for? Thank you. I know it's not much, but please accept this as payment.
You really going to mummify yourself?
Indeed. Which reminds me, Sudo, you may write about it in your diary. And tell your future readers to dig me up someday.
Certainly. I'll definitely include that. And let me thank you also for your hard work. As bread always falls battered side down.
Why would that be something good? I guess as shit goes, shit flows downstream. Okay, he mummifies himself. Sure. This is the only other one. Invent technology. I don't think I can invent technology. Alright, I think that's it. That's the last mission. We've done every mission in this area. So, I guess the only other thing we could do, I mean, we're kind of out of time anyway, would be to invent camera tech. But I guess what we'll do next time is we'll just actually progress the story then. That's it. We're going to go to Kyoto. We're going to end this chapter of the game. So, on Monday, we will continue this. You know, it kind of worked out. An hour and a half was basically everything we needed, which is exactly what I was hoping for. So on Monday, we'll continue the story. We'll actually enter Act 3. I'm sure it'll be just as much of a clusterfuck as Act 2 was. If you remember when we did Act 2, it was incredibly depressing. It was probably one of the saddest openings to an arc I think I've seen. And then most of this arc, as Narg could tell you, has been massive levels of shitposting. But it's fine. No biggie. As always fun. You know, always cool to talk about video games and stuff, folks. Thanks, Viv. Thanks, Devin. Thanks, Narg. Thanks, Crispy, over on Twitch. Much appreciate everyone. I will continue updating the schedule. I will continue updating the charts. I have a tentative idea of what the summer will look like. I might do some of those platformers, like I said, offline, so that way we can focus more on online things, but we'll see. No biggie. I'll see you all tomorrow for more Oblivion. As always, we'll just run around, do stuff. Maybe we'll do story. I'll see. It depends how I feel and how much time I have. And then Friday will be more Xenoblade, as always. And then Saturday, Sunday, the big streams of the week, Assassin's Creed Shadows. I'm sure that'll be just so thrilling. I can't wait. Can you tell how excited I am? At least, you know, this game I don't really care for, right? But Assassin's Creed Shadows, now that's the big one, obviously. So, all right, folks. Y'all have a good evening. I'll see you later. Peace out. Oh, you know what? I need to start playing this when the stream is over. Why do I not do this?